Have you ever felt intensely connected to someone, a bond so deep it feels like destiny, but then found yourself wondering if it's truly healthy? In relationships, the line between passionate love and something more complex, even damaging, can be incredibly blurry. Tonight, we're diving into a crucial question many of us face. Is this powerful connection genuine love? Or could it be something else entirely, something called trauma bonding? Join us as we explore the subtle, yet significant differences and help you understand what might truly be holding your heart. Today, we will talk about, is it love or trauma bonding? So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The essence of healthy love, a foundation of trust and respect. Healthy love is fundamentally characterized by mutual respect, trust, open communication, and genuine care. It is a relationship where both individuals feel safe, valued, and supported in their personal growth. In healthy love, partners celebrate each other's successes and offer unwavering support during challenges without feeling threatened or diminished. There is a palpable sense of equality where power is shared and decisions are made collaboratively. Boundaries are not only respected but encouraged, allowing each person to maintain their individuality while sharing a life together. Healthy love thrives on consistent acts of kindness, empathy, and a deep understanding of each other's needs and desires. 2. Defining trauma. Bonding, a perverse cycle of connection. Trauma bonding, in stark contrast, is a psychological attachment that develops in relationships characterized by a cycle of abuse, punctuated by periods of kindness or remorse. It's a perverse form of loyalty where the victim develops a strong, often inexplicable, emotional attachment to their abuser. This bond forms due to an intermittent reinforcement schedule where the abuser alternates between inflicting pain, emotional, physical, verbal, or psychological, and then showing affection, regret, or promising change. These good periods, however brief, create a powerful neurochemical reward in the victim's brain, making them cling to the hope that the abuser can return to the loving person they sometimes appear to be. The victim becomes conditioned to seek approval and affection from the very person who causes them distress, creating a highly addictive and destructive loop. 3. The insidious cycle of abuse and intermittent reinforcement. The core mechanism of trauma bonding lies in the insidious cycle of abuse and intermittent reinforcement. This cycle typically involves phases of tension building, an abusive incident, reconciliation, often with apologies and promises of change, and a period of calm before the tension begins to build again. During the reconciliation or calm phases, the abuser may exhibit extreme charm, kindness, and attentiveness, reminiscent of the initial stages of the relationship. This intermittent positive reinforcement is incredibly powerful because it keeps the victim constantly hoping for the return of the good person, effectively overriding the memory of the pain and abuse. The brain releases dopamine during these rewarding periods, creating a powerful neurochemical addiction to the abuser and the relationship itself. 4. Key distinctions. Unmasking the deception. Distinguishing between healthy love and trauma bonding requires a keen eye for subtle yet significant differences. In healthy love, there is consistent emotional safety. You feel secure, respected, and heard. In trauma bonding, safety is an illusion. Periods of calm are always overshadowed by the looming threat of the next abusive incident. Healthy love encourages autonomy and independence. Partners uplift each other and celebrate individual pursuits. Trauma bonding often involves control, manipulation, and isolation, where one partner systematically erodes the other's self-esteem and limits their connections with others. Communication in healthy love is open, honest, and allows for conflict resolution through mutual understanding. In trauma bonding, communication is often fraught with gaslighting, blame shifting, and a lack of accountability from the abuser. While healthy love grows with shared experiences and mutual support, trauma bonds deepen through shared emotional intensity, particularly during and after abusive incidents, where the victim might feel uniquely understood by their abuser due to the intensity of the experience. 5. Psychological and emotional hallmarks of trauma bonding. The psychological and emotional toll of trauma bonding is profound. Victims often experience a pervasive sense of confusion, constantly questioning their own perceptions and sanity due to gaslighting. Their self-esteem plummets, leading to feelings of worthlessness and a belief that they are undeserving of healthy love. They may develop an exaggerated sense of loyalty and protectiveness towards their abuser, often defending them to outsiders or even to themselves. This cognitive dissonance, where they hold conflicting beliefs about their abuser, loving versus abusive, is a hallmark. There is often an intense fear of abandonment, driving them to tolerate increasingly unacceptable behavior. They might feel an overwhelming sense of responsibility for the abuser's actions or emotions, constantly trying to fix or save them. 6. The neurobiology of attachment, a deeper look. The intense grip of trauma bonding can be partially explained by neurobiological processes. The brain, in its attempt to cope with extreme stress and unpredictable environments, adapts in ways that can reinforce the bond. During abusive incidents, the body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. When the abuser then shifts to kindness or remorse, there's a sudden reduction in these stress hormones, coupled with a release of feel-good neurochemicals like oxytocin and dopamine. This sharp contrast creates a powerful association between the abuser and relief from distress, almost like an addiction. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, is released during bonding experiences, and while it's crucial for healthy attachment, in trauma bonds, its release after periods of abuse can perversely strengthen the connection to the abuser, creating a distorted sense of intimacy. 7. Breaking free. Strategies for disentanglement. Breaking free from a trauma bond is an arduous but essential journey towards healing. The first critical step is acknowledging and validating the abuse. This means recognizing that the pain and confusion are real and are not a result of your own failings. Seeking external validation and support from trusted friends, family, or a therapist is paramount, as the abuser often isolates their victim. Establishing firm boundaries and, in many cases, implementing no contact is crucial for emotional and psychological safety. This may involve blocking phone numbers, social media, and avoiding places where the abuser might be encountered. Focusing on self-care and rebuilding self-esteem is vital. Engaging in activities that bring joy, rediscovering hobbies, and connecting with supportive communities helps to re-establish a sense of self outside the abusive dynamic. Therapy, particularly with a trauma-informed therapist, is highly recommended to process the complex emotions, understand the dynamics of the bond, and develop healthy coping mechanisms. 8. Healing and rebuilding. Towards healthy connections. The journey after escaping a trauma bond is one of profound healing and rebuilding. It involves grieving the loss of the relationship, even if it was unhealthy, and acknowledging the wasted emotional energy. Re-establishing a sense of self-worth and identity, independent of the abuser, is paramount. This can be achieved through self-compassion, positive affirmations, and focusing on personal growth. Learning to trust your intuition and instincts again is crucial, as trauma bonds often erode this vital inner compass. Educating oneself about healthy relationship dynamics helps in identifying red flags in future interactions. It's essential to take time for self-reflection before rushing into new relationships, ensuring that old patterns are not repeated. Building a strong support network of genuine, empathetic individuals is vital for long-term recovery. Healing is not linear. There will be good days and bad days. However, with perseverance, self-compassion, and professional support, individuals can process the trauma, reclaim their power, and eventually cultivate truly healthy, loving relationships built on a foundation of mutual respect, trust, and genuine connection. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.